Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys. And today, what I have for everyone is my unboxing and first impressions of the Moto E 4th Gen. Alright, so, guys, real quick before we get into the box. Y'all know, when I originally started my YouTube journey, I was a budget guy. I wanted to be the person that everyone could go to if you only had a certain amount of money to spend. What is a device that will give you all around the best features? I wanted to do that for everyone. And that's why I originally started my channel. Recently, I've been reviewing some really expensive devices like the LG G6 and just recently the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. These are expensive devices. The S6 Edge Plus, decent price. You can have it for about $200 to about $400, and the LG G6, that one gets a little bit more expensive. You can have that one for about $400 to $650. So this is way outside of the price range that I originally intended to have on this channel. But then I thought to myself, how can I recommend these budget devices if I don't, pick up the flagships and have a flagship baseline to compare these budget devices to? So I had to pick up a flagship. You know how it is. But jumping back on, we got another budget device in-house, and here we go. So again, without further ado, here's my unboxing and first impressions of the Moto E 4th Gen. Alright, and this came via Amazon, and it actually came rather quickly. So I just really unpackaged it, and getting my messages already. Unpackaged it, went through the setup process, and packaged it back up so we can go through the unboxing experience with you guys. So, cracking the seal. Well, first of all, if you guys want to walk around the box, I really like Moto, now Lenovo's presentation. Really bright, colorful box, highlighting some of the features. Some of that we're going to go through in this video, so I'm not really going to talk about it. So, that's pretty much it. And again, I picked this up via Amazon, and this is the Amazon ad-supported version. So on top right here, we have the device. Okay. Pulling the device out, we have a charger, our charging brick, and this is supposed to be a turbocharger, but this is the newer style ones, which actually charge a little bit slower in my opinion. And we have our micro USB charging cable. Got a ton of these, might not even use those. Then we got our quick start guide, our read guide, quick start user manual, you know how it is. And then we got our Amazon Prime phone service activation, because again, this is the Amazon Prime model, so you do have to sign into your Amazon account, and if you don't have one, you have to make one before you can finish the setup. And then underneath that, we have just the plastic sleeve that the battery came in, because this guy does have a user removable and replaceable 2800 milliamp hour battery. And I gotta tell you guys, it was a little bit of a shock to have to remove the back again, like in old days. I say old days, but like in years past, it was a little bit of a shock right there. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that comes in the box. So packing this up real quickly. Alright, let's throw this off to the side. Now, let's walk around the device. So, up front, dead center here, we have a 5-inch 720p display. We have a 5 megapixel camera on the front, and with a front-facing flash. We got the front-firing speaker, which also doubles as the receiver, so that's nice. On the bottom, we have our fingerprint sensor, and it actually is really quick. Now I just restarted the device, so I have to enter my PIN in before it's gonna work correctly. So that's why that's not working exactly correct there. So we got our fingerprint sensor on the bottom. Along the side here, we have our volume up and down, and we have our power button. Power button does have a nice rich texture to it. I know it's not going to show up well because black doesn't show up well on camera. Moving on, across the top here, we have our 3.5mm headphone jack, which is nice to see. Along the bottom, we got our micro USB charging port. Alright, flipping it over to the back, just show you real quick. There's the little thumbnail groove so you can pop the back off, and it's actually pretty simple. Then on the back we got our Motorola branding, we got a microphone hole, and then we got our 8-megapixel camera with flash, and it looks pretty nice. And you know guys, if I'm being completely honest, I do feel a little bit of a dimple here. Yeah, it's kind of like an indentation, or maybe it's just like a painted logo, but I do feel like a slight indentation here, if I'm being honest. So that's pretty much the walk around of the device. Now let's get into my first impressions. And really guys, barring the setup, I've only had this guy for a few minutes, and all I did was pretty much set it up and sign into everything. And I gotta tell you guys, first impressions, the screen, even though I know it's throwing the exposure on my camera for a little bit of a loop, the screen on this guy looks really, really good. And it does look like I do have some app updates, and I gotta set up my micro SD card, and I do got a system update. I see we're gonna handle that after the video. But first impressions, the software seems really, really snappy. And you can use the fingerprint sensor similar to the Moto G5 Plus. You can use the fingerprint sensor to double as a home button. You can use it to navigate through the device, turning off the on-screen keys, so on and so forth. I actually like it, so I might end up using that and get rid of the on-screen keys. But other than that, the overall fluidity of the device is really, really good. And as you can see there guys, because this is an Amazon Edge version, you do have all of your Amazon apps here. You got your Amazon Underground, you got your Amazon Prime Video, Amazon Kindle, and you got other stuff in here. You have your Amazon Music, Amazon Photos, Amazon Drive, Amazon Now, Alexa, IMDb, and Goodreads. So all of your Amazon apps are here. Now some of those I use, others I do not. So it is what it is. And really, it's nice to see that Lenovo, now Motorola, now a Lenovo owned company, is really sticking to a stock formula here. So you can see this is a stock Android 7.0 Nougat. I do believe it's 7.1 on here. Yep, 7.1.1. If you can see right there, let me let that focus. So pretty much stock version of Android here, guys. And you can see it's running the, let me let that focus again, the May 1st security patch. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. And what's nice is that these Motorola devices, they don't skimp on any of the core features. So you can see out of the box here, just setting it up, let me let that focus back in, you can see it's using 6.86 gigabytes of the 16 gigs on board. But what you can do now is you can set up your micro SD card as internal storage. I haven't done that yet. It's actually waiting for me to do that right there, but I haven't done that yet. So it's actually pretty nice indeed. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and start that process real quick. Gonna get that going there. Storage settings, Okay, that always happens to me when I get these Amazon devices. I always get a little crash there. So you can see when you jump into the SD card there, let me get that to focus again. You see it does give you the option to format as portable or format as internal. And that's what we want, that format as internal, because that makes your SD card internal storage. And it actually makes it so your apps run a little bit better and you get a little bit better performance there. So we're going to go ahead and start that. And going to let that go. Anyways, guys, first impressions of this bad boy is it is pretty good. Now, holding it in the hand, it actually feels pretty nice. It's got like a matte finish to it, so it's not glossy, it's not slippery. It actually feels very nice in my hands. It's a nice little weight to it, you know. It's nice. And really, devices like the Moto E here are pretty much what this channel is all about, especially with this new generation where they incorporated a fingerprint scanner and all that good stuff there. Now we have what I would call a much more well-rounded budget device here, guys. Now it's asking me to move some stuff already. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and do that. But really, now I would say that we have a much more well-rounded budget device. And honestly, although I'm gonna take this through the review process, I could tell you guys first impressions, because I did pick this up and I do have Amazon Prime, so y'all know if you go on Amazon right now, this is available for Amazon Prime members at $100. So we're just gonna knock that price out of the way right now. And if you want to buy it without the ads, then it's $130. But there's a bunch of deals all over the place. You can get it from Verizon for super cheap and some other places as well. Metro PCS has a different model as well. So there's a bunch of different places to get this guy here. And for the price, and so y'all can see right there, everything is done. Bam. So there it is. Now we got 80 gigs total, and we're using 12.37 gigs out of the 80 gigs. So there it is. We're good to go. Now I have to set up all my apps and install that system update. But really, guys, that pretty much brings it end to this unboxing and first impressions. And I gotta tell you guys, for $100, I could tell y'all right now. Now I'm reserving the final judgment till after the full review. But at that price of $100, in some cases, like $40 to $100, depending on where you get it from, this is like a definite pickup. Now, as I've said, we're gonna go through everything on the full review, and I'm gonna tell you guys if I absolutely recommend that you pick it up. But at that price point alone, this is definitely a why not device, you know, because you're not breaking the bank, you're not paying super flagship prices, so why not? But anyways, that has been my unboxing and first impressions of the Moto E 4th Gen, the latest model. And again, this was the Amazon ads supported version. You guys stay tuned, because my full review for this bad boy, where I talk about everything you guys need to know before you spend your hard-earned cash, will be out from about two weeks, about a week and a half to 2 weeks from the posting of this video. And you guys stay tuned to the channel, because we're going to have a bunch of photo samples. Follow me on Google Plus if you want to see the photo samples. We're going to have a bunch of video samples. Check out the video samples playlist, so you'll see those video samples when I post them up. And all that good stuff will be on the YouTube channel. And again, don't forget, full review coming soon in about a week and a half to 2 weeks from the posting of this video. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm really excited. Okay, that's enough talk. Let's close this video up. If you enjoyed the video, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you get notified when I post new videos. As always, guys, all links to where to purchase this guy at some really good prices will be down in the video description, along with the micro SD card that I have in this guy, the SanDisk 64 gig micro SD card. That will be down in the description as well. Alright, and as always, if y'all know anyone out there looking for some high quality, affordable devices and products at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone, because we all deserve the best. Alright everyone, I will see you guys in my next video. I hope everyone has a great day. Peace.